Hello, ladies and gents, Romie Reviews here, and you know, I had to get a little dressed up for this attire. It's Coachella weekend on Insecure, Season 3, Episode 5. When I tell you guys, this episode's... Oh, Jesus. I didn't see any of this coming. I'm so happy. I am so happy for this episode. Okay, so Issa, she's doing her Lyft. I'm sorry, not Uber. Her Lyft thing. And it looks like she's actually having fun. She has the old lady in the back. She has the lesbian couple. That's fun. She has the creepy guy who's trying to hit on her. It's a nice culmination of peoples. And then guess who we see? The Blood himself. Remember on the show, the guy who, and I should have known if we're seeing him that we were, okay, spoiler alert. No, I'm not going to do it to you guys. Go to the last 2 minutes of this episode if you want to see why I'm just so over the place. But Issa, remember in her old place that she shared with Lawrence, how there was a guy downstairs who was a gang member, but he was like the funny gang member. Yeah, anyway. Now, I lost like 2 minutes of content from my recording because I don't know why DirecTV was acting a fool. I know the weather's kind of off, so okay, I just got that answer. Issa's trying to talk to Molly. Issa's talking to Molly. Molly has a lot of work to do, and Molly has, like I said, Molly has things to do. Issa's trying to go and pep her up. Molly's over it. She's like, oh, Lord Jesus, I just need to go. So then, again, I don't know what I missed 2 minutes of content. So whatever I missed, just let me know what I missed. Issa also hit up Nathan saying, where are you? It's been a while since they talked. And then Issa also, well, actually, Issa did that, but then she was smart. I'm thinking of the old Issa. She deleted the text and she played it cool. Molly, on the other hand, is having some issues. Remember, she was working on that big case. The Rockstar guy, he still has the takeover spirit. And it's still very prevalent that that takeover spirit is messing with Molly. And so then Molly volunteers to do, you know, part of the briefing that they have to do. And it's a large part. Remember, she's supposed to have this Coachella stuff, but we know Molly. Molly is focused on self. She's focused on her career, and sometimes she just needs to let certain things go. And I was wondering how this was going to work out if she was supposed to have a girls' week. And Issa's she leaves a sign on her door at her place saying, I'm going to be out. If you need anything, reach out to, and I don't know if it was, I don't know if Roy is a regular apartment guy or if Roy is that guy from, you know, the gang member. I don't remember who Roy is. But what matters is her upstairs tenant, who constantly has different issues. She's a little mental. She's either a little mental or she's on drugs. Or it could be both. It could be both. But she's like, I have bed bugs. Either saying, you don't have bed bugs. I'm thinking, how do you know she doesn't have bed bugs? Maybe she does have bed bugs. But anyway, the show within the show is playing on Kelly's phone, and Kelly and Tiffany are watching it. It's funny. It's funny because it's a scene where, I guess his name is Lil Chris. So Lil Chris was pretending to be dead, pretending to be dead. He was in the coffin. He gets out of the coffin, eats some chicken. I'm thinking, this is, why do I want this show in my life? Even if it's like a 10-minute show, I want that show within a show in my life. Anyway, Issa comes out, everyone's excited, except for, where's Molly? Then, of course, you have to FaceTime Molly. Like, Molly, what's good? Molly, where are you? Issa's just like, look, I will make sure, I'll do anything just for you to come on this trip. You know I got your back. We're supposed to have a good girls trip. Tiffany's pregnant. Come on, you gotta do this. We got you. Don't worry. So then she says okay and hangs up because she still has work to do. I'm still wondering how she's gonna get this stuff work because we know these ladies are a fool. These ladies are a fool. Now they get there. They're gonna start their pre-gaming. Listen to Kelly. Who? I love Kelly. You know who makes no sense or dollars? You. Tiffany's pregnant. Tiffany's a little tired. Tiffany wants to go and take a nap. I'm looking at Tiffany like, Tiffany, take a nap. Issa, you can't tell this pregnant woman to turn up. She's tired. Molly's 2 hours away. That's 2 hours of them going and, oh, we're gonna take a breather. No, Kelly was gonna take more than a breather. She actually needed to breathe because she took a mouth. Not yet. Not yet. Kelly was smart. She took an edible though. And it hit as soon as they got there. Because Kelly was acting weird. Kelly was quiet. She was spaced out. Because she was already high. I timed it perfectly. I thought we were just going straight to Coachella. But no, now she starts giggling, wondering, who's laughing? Oh, that's me. Oh my gosh, this episode. Now remember, Issa said that she was going to go and get things ready for them. They're going to be ready to go. Molly gets there, and guess who's not ready? All of them. They're not out. Each and every last one of them. So this is great. Molly can actually get her work done. This worked out perfectly. Molly's like, Oprah, what? Beyonce, who? And then if you didn't watch Bad Girls Club, you don't understand why this scene was so great. But Issa took not pans, but baking sheets, and she was hitting them together. Like, y'all been singing no sleep today. Y'all like... And that was from Tanisha, from Bad Girls Club. That's why it was so... I loved each and every... And just like a Bad Girls Club, Molly and Kelly woke up like, bitch, you know I only woke up... You only went to sleep 3 hours ago. What do you think you're doing? Don't let's go get you. I said, what? Anyway, Issa said, look, now's the time to shine. We're gonna go and do these shots. What Issa they didn't have any water. So Issa decides to go and give Tiffany a shot. I said, Lord, wait, this can't be real. But yeah, Tiffany's like, because Issa's like, you know, I've seen pregnant women drink a little bit. So Tiffany, of course, took the shot. Nathan's gonna be there, so Issa is really excited. The pool party seems lit. It's pool party in the desert. Molly seemed a little off. Molly seemed a little distracted. And then, to make matters worse, oh, Nathan is here. Because remember, Molly met Nathan before. So she knew who he was immediately. Like, oh, you invited him. Okay. The funniest part to all of this is the fact that Molly quickly changed her tune. She's like, because he brought friends, because he was smart. he already knows game. The only way I can go and spend time with this woman is if I bring some guys for her friends, for her girls. So now they're slowly hitting it off. Issa's talking to Nathan, saying, you didn't talk to me? He's like, oh, and then they start talking about drugs. It's like, oh, Molly, ooh, and Percocet? Oh, Lord. But they do have some drugs. And they offer Tiffany. Tiffany said, I'm pregnant. He was like, okay. Okay. Took a nice little Molly for Kelly, for Issa, for Molly, for Nathan. And once that hit, I think even Kelly says something about, you know what, guys, girls, let's just go have balls. And of course, Nathan knows game. Anyone who knows who's ever heard about the effects of Molly know that one of the effects, it's not a side effect, it's part of the drug itself. Hypersensitivity to lights, sounds, touch. And so he's just light, and I knew he was gonna do it. started caressing her skin. And of course, Issa just looked like she was about to say she was in love. She's like, oh my God, your touch is amazing. I thought she was going to say I love you because this is Issa. And we know she's good for jumping out the bando. Molly, on the other hand, is wigging out. Because, again, when you're either drinking or on drugs, for a lot of people, it's truth serum. They just can't help it. That's what was happening with Molly. So she was talking to the black dude, and she was saying how, look, her last relationship, oh, it's so good to be out here. And she was like, you know, she hasn't had sex in such a long time. She hasn't, not only has she not had sex, she's also really lonely. And how in her last relationship, her dude, it was like her best friend who was married. And this guy was looking at her like, what the Jesus. So talk to my friend over here. So then she starts talking to the other guy about this. Oh gosh. So now they're getting in to Coachella, because they did go to Coachella. They're getting into Coachella. Cell phone service is trash. The drugs didn't really hit too. I mean, this is where they had the reprieve. Maybe they probably ate something because they were cool for getting in there. Now, once they were in, though,
remember to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe and come back.
They were doing more. The music was right. The dancing was on point. I said, Poor Tiffany. Tiffany felt left out, and you can't tell me any different. The whole night, Tiffany was just looking at everybody else booed up, coupled up, and she was a little bit over it. Now, remember, they were there to see Beyonce. They missed essentially everyone else. They were supposed to see Chloe and Halle. They were supposed to see a host of people, but they only made it for Beyonce. And they're supposed to be holding their spots, but they have to go in shifts. So now that Issa and Nathan left to go and get water, Molly is trying to save a spot by taking off her jacket and sitting on the floor. And one of Nathan's friends, he's like, wait. What are you doing? No. You cannot sit down when you're on Molly. You're going to pass out, Molly. Oh, Kelly was like, look, I need to save space in the front for them. So now this Nathan's friend who has Molly, this poor guy basically has to prop up Molly the rest of the night. Issa zoned out when she was talking to Nathan and started doing her normal rap. Listen to this. What if I like press? Press is the best. I ain't never stressed. But Issa was so high, she was saying her inner thoughts out. But Nathan was so high, he was feeling it. Oh God. Oh, this is a blessing. Anyway. Nathan, he said in the past he would sweat, and he didn't want to come off his thirsty or doing too much. And so then Issa had this great idea. Why don't we have an event like this? And you know, in California, why can't we have something like this there? And at first she called it, what was it, like Ingochella? But then she said Cocoa Wood or something like that. And whatever the second part was, it was catchy. It was cute. Now they're going on the Ferris wheel. And of course the Ferris wheel is going to stop. Before the Ferris wheel stops, you could tell he was nervous to be on that Ferris wheel, but I think it was more so nervous to be around her. Issa, the drugs are wearing off a little bit, so reality's setting in. You know, I quit my job. And you know, he's the type that's all for that. He's the type where, hey, he's clearly action adventure type, takes risks. And so this newer Issa, they're really vibing out. So then she starts kissing him. Then he started having sex on the Ferris wheel because it got stuck. While that's happening, Molly was starting to freak out because more people were there now, because that's what happens at these, you know, standing room only outside concerts and festivals. Now the spots that they're trying to save aren't theirs anymore. And Tiffany was gone. She probably needed to pee. Probably, you know, got herself a drink, have to stay hydrated. They're in the desert. And then Kelly started going off because Kelly was like, yo, that was my friend's spot. What do you think you're doing? And this woman was talking about how, oh, you just need to chill. You just need to relax, because I don't understand what's the problem. I don't understand what's the issue. Dude, you shouldn't, you know, these are concert newbies, you know, they don't know what they're talking about. You know, Kelly does not care for white people telling her what to do, say. That's just the God's honest truth. That's not Kelly's ministry. So she yanks this girl right off of this guy's shoulders. This girl, boom! I said, oh my God. For a second, everyone was nervous, like, oh, is she good? Okay, the drugs kicked in. She's good. She bounces out. So now the brawl begins. Tiffany has her water, like, stop it! Stop it! We gotta get kicked out. We here to see Beyonce. Kelly's like, I came here to listen to white music with my friends, and I'm tired of you. Everyone's fighting. Molly's fighting with this other girl. Nathan's friends are fighting with the other guys. It's a mess. So now security breaks it up. Issa gets a call from Tiffany. Tiffany freaking out, like, oh my gosh, what? Yo, you have to come now. So then it was a mess. The fact that Kelly talks about how, oh, so she says something about the field or dealing with these, you know, black people being out in this field. She says something slick, and I want to make sure I get it, because I'll keep talking. So now security goes and tells them that they have to leave, they can't go back, and you hear Beyonce set starting. Everyone's like, are you kidding me? Kelly starts to run back into the venue, and she gets tased. Everyone's looking like, what? They're so high that I don't think they even fully realized what was going on. The security was smiling and smirking because Kelly was being Kelly, mouthing off at him. She peed herself. Kelly's like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Remember me different. The guys pick her up. And then 2 seconds later, everyone's phone starts going off because, of course, Beyonce starts her set. Beyonce starts her set. Molly's freaking out because her boss said that there were a bunch of alterations that need to be done on the briefing that she gave, and she's not close to a computer. She can't work on it. So Molly's screaming like, does anyone have a computer? Does anyone have a laptop? Kelly's taking a selfie with her new boo. Oh God, I can't. Oh. So now everyone goes home because Issa's still with Nathan, and Nathan drops her off. You know, Nathan wanted to come inside, potentially do something, but that's not what's gonna happen, because Issa needs to go and show support to her girls, her ladies. She goes in and everyone starts jumping at her. We see Molly just keeping away the keyboard, freaking out, trying to work. And of course, Molly's still high, so she can't work. She's trying to go and take her tracks out. Kelly was like, you know what, Issa, when you left me alone to battle the whites in the field, that's too much. I can't. Tiffany is crying to her husband. She said, I want to go home, Derek. She's telling him she wants to go home. She's like, she's a bad mother. She's raising a weed baby, a hot baby. She drank. She smoked. I mean, she ate out. Her life's a mess. Oh, God. Beyonce or bust. It's too much. So now Issa has to get all of them in line because they're doing too much. Tiffany was on the floor. Like I said, Issa said, we're gonna sleep this off and wake up in the morning. So now it's morning time. Everyone's high and hungover. Molly was wrapped around in some zebra print. She, like I said, she took out one of her tracks. Kelly didn't. Kelly said, "Man, I was hallucinating. I thought it was taste." Everyone looking around like, why am I? Why? And then Kelly asked, "I peed myself? What was I?" It's like, yeah, you did. Now, Issa and Tiffany go to the store, and Tiffany's feeling down, and we already knew, but she confirms it. She feels left down. She feels alone. She feels like everyone's doing their own thing nowadays, and they're leaving her out of it. And she knows that the baby's gonna come soon. Excuse me. Everything's gonna be different. Everything's gonna be really, really different. Issa said, "We're still friends. We still love each other no matter what. It doesn't matter." And Tiffany was just saying, "You know what? I hope so." Now remember, they were supposed to just go to the store to get some water for Tiffany and some general supplies, and instead, Jesus. I guess when that high comes down and reality sets in, Nathan hits up Issa saying, because now Issa's in the store, and Nathan hits her up saying, "Are you as hungover as I am?" She's like, sends an emoji like, "Oh, yeah." Now, Issa gets a weird surprise. Chad was there. Of course Chad was there at Coachella. And Chad was like, "Oh yeah, well, I'm not alone." And I said, wait. I said, wait. You see this? Lawrence! I said, wait, are we hallucinating? Is this a dream? He says, "Issa." She says, "Lawrence, hey." Chad being messy. Like I would be. Oh, now look at this. Oh my god. And Lawrence is actually back. It took us 5 episodes, but he's back. And I didn't realize how happy I would be. They tricked us. I didn't, because Lawrence irritated me, but I had the biggest smile on my face. You don't understand. I was so lost. I said, "Why am I so happy to see this dude right now?" Because the show felt so different, and I understand they were going in a different direction. Issa's supposed to be different. Molly's supposed to be trying to be different, but it just felt off. And now we're back with the ish, and I'm here for it. So please like, comment, subscribe, come back. All right.